this was also a private person too that came up with this, right?
Yeah, and he had a tiny, a close knit group of investors, and their plan was, you know, to bring this to market, but it never got past experimental. I think they ran out of money. I can't imagine how they couldn't get funding for this, because it's
the
carbon.
investors probably had cold feet or something like that. I've seen that kind of situation happen before.
Because it's a carbon fiber plane. Entry price 1 million, which means if they made it out of traditional material, say aluminum or titanium, it'd have been less. They may need to have added another engine or something, but the price performance, I mean, I can't imagine why the investors, you know, backed off. This thing is awesome.
Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah. And it's a good thing it put us on runway 14, because taxiing this thing was much harder than flying it.
You think? I found that out yesterday. I was like, where is this thing going? I have no rudder going on, no rudder input in there, and this thing is just veering off to the runway. I'm like, seriously?
Exactly. Actually, wait a second here. No, it does have a... let me see. Yeah, it does have a rudder on the tail.
Yeah, it does. It's just that I guess the control inputs are sluggish. Either that or the nose wheel is a castering nose wheel, and they really rely more on
differential braking.
I haven't quite figured out what the story is on that.
Well, it doesn't have a tiller. Something this small is not going to have a tiller.
Yeah.
And it probably does rely on differential braking. And if I had known that, I'd have taxied differently.
Well, the only reason why I wasn't having any issue with it necessarily was the fact that I'm used to flying the L-39 Albatross, which of course is nothing but differential braking.
Yeah. All right, it shows you in the cockpit.
I am, and I'm not seeing any screens. Are we started up?
Actually, before I fired up the simulator, because what it does is it starts up powered, and I shut everything off. And then I saved it.
Okay, cold and dark.
So we're cold and dark. So what you can do is go into the manual. By the way, we're recording right now on my side.
Okay. Yeah, I'm doing an outside camera, and then I'll start recording.
Okay.
This airport looks nice. It's default, but it still looks nice.
Let me see here. I have the stock weather. Clouds don't look too good, but yeah, I chose the south because right now there's it's in the 50s outside and it's very, very windy. And
I was gonna say that windsock is going crazy. I'm looking at it right now.
Oh yeah, the windsock is totally erect.
Wow.
Yep, he has a major stiffy. So yeah, and because it's a carbon fiber jet, this should be very, very interesting. So
sure.
All right, let's go ahead and do this by the book. Let me know when you have the checklist up.
Alright, well, actually, the checklist I was referring to is on the G1000. So I can't actually pull it up until...
It's going to take us forever to figure that out. Let's just go ahead and use the checklist in the book.
Okay.
Should be on page something.
Page something. How about 29? Alright, first rule of thumb with all Ironheart Creations planes. Oh, that's cold and start. Okay.
We are doing a cold and dark.
Yeah, that's basically what it was just telling me. Alright, parking brake should be on.
Parking brake set.
Okay, next up the electrics, first the batteries, then the avionics.
Okay, let me go ahead and hide my yoke. Alright, so you want power to the battery and avionics?
Uh-huh.
Alright, master battery on. Avionics master on. You know, it's funny that we're supposed to turn this on before we start the engines. Usually I start up, then turn on the generator, then the avionics.
Yeah, I'm sure that the person who created this probably wasn't necessarily aware of that. At least I don't think. Alright, let's see. I'm zooming in. Okay, the yokes are hidden, fuel pump is running. Okay, we want to make sure our fuel selector is to the both position. Fuel selector should be right below the throttle itself in the center of the cockpit.
Shit.
You might have to pan around. I've got a free...
Yes, it's in both. It's in both.
Okay, good. Alright, where was I? Throttle is in 0. Yes, we've confirmed that.
Uh-huh.
Okay, next thing is to click the starter rocker switch.
Starter. Hang on a second. Sure don't need to turn on the fuel pump first?
Well, the fuel pump's already on from what I'm seeing.
Oh yeah, the fuel pump is on. By the way, Can you do you have access to the virtual cockpit?
I'm looking at it right now, actually.
Go ahead and turn on. Let me see if you have if you can switch stuff on. Go ahead and turn on the red beacon before I start the engine.
All right. That is on your side. So pardon me, sir.
Whoa! What are you doing?
I gotta reach over here.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
All right. Strobe lights. All right. So starter.
Oh,
what the hell?
I have no idea.
All right. So where's the engine start? Is it igniters? Igniter, right, turbine start. All right.
There we go. That should be it.
Just go ahead and clear.
Oh, how high are we going?
Is this damn Garmin thing booted up? Whoa! Shit! Brakes! What the fuck? Brakes!
Okay. I thought that was on.
I had the brakes on. I told you.
That's weird.
Control brakes. Okay, brakes are on. Alright, why isn't this Garmin on yet? Is it still booting up?
That center screen you're talking about?
Yeah.
Alright, here's what you do for that. What you want to do is you want to click on map, which is the fourth button from the left.
Okay, there it is. Oh, you got it.
Okay. And if you want, you can even...
And there are the engine controls. Alright, that's what I wanted.
Alright, so here we go.
Alright,
Oh, my question to you was how high are we going, as in what's our cruise?
I want to say this has a ceiling of how much? Can you look that up?
I don't know. I don't even know where it's listed.
Just go ahead and do a Control F and type ceiling.
Alright, hold on. Gotta change my camera view because this one will go all over the place if I not change it. Alright, Control F. Ceiling. How do I spell ceiling again?
Ceiling.
I got it. 28,000. Alright, so the ceiling is 28,000 feet from this sucker.
Alright, turn on the dome lights. We're fully loaded with fuel, so let's go ahead and make it 25.
Okay.
Okay? Alright, proceed with the checklist.
Hold on, I gotta get it back to the checklist. Right.
Winds 180 at 20 knots, gusting to 24 knots. Pretty windy.
Right.
And our altimeter is 30.02. Now what's funny is this altimeter doesn't work.
Really?
Actually no, it's supposed to be right here. Where's the altimeter button? I could never find it.
Oh, you're talking to set the altimeter?
Yeah.
Isn't it to the left of the altimeter? Right now it says 30.04.
Oh, it's already set. No, but where's the... oh, here it is. Barometer. It says course and barometer. But when you mouse over it, all you can do is change the course. You can't do anything with the barometer. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, are we looking at the right thing? I'm looking at the backup gauges above the G1000.
No, I'm looking at the very left Garmin 1000.
Okay.
The middle of the button where it says course and barometer.
Yeah, yeah.
That only changes the course. There is no switch for the barometer. I guess you gotta... That's the thing, I could never figure it out.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Anyhow, all I have to do is hit B and it will set it. So
fuel pump.
Turn off the fuel pump.
Yeah, engines are on, right? So
yeah. And we can also turn off the igniters.
Right.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, cool. Alright, so lights on. Landing lights on. Taxi lights on. Panel lights on. Oh, we don't need the panel lights.
I was going to say, it's in broad daylight. If you can't see the panel, you got problems.
Alright, we need 1-notch flaps. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and fly. Just go ahead and tell me where I need to go, okay? I think my flight director needs to be turned on. Where the hell is that?
Do not turn on anything having to do with the autopilot as of yet. That is one thing this thing specifically warns you about until we take off.
Okay. Alright, see if I can keep this in the middle of the runway.
Alright.
Oh, damn it. Hang on.
An external view.
Where? Oh, my trim is on here. I just need to look for it. Ah, there it is. Trim. So trim up a little bit. Okay. All right. You ready?
I am almost ready.
All right.
Next stop, Atlanta.
Atlanta. All right. Here we go.
And don't overcorrect, please.
Oh shit.
Oh, that breeze.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
This is not right. Oh fuck.
Oh, nice. Very close. Cutting it very close, but I think you will agree once you see the final video on that.
Gear up.
They made it.
Flaps up. All right.
Flaps still look to be down.
Flaps up. Thought I raised it. It's up now. All right. All right. Let's go ahead and show my yoke again. All right, Mr. Navigator. What do I do now?
Okay. Let me get to the page. Okay, distance to Shreveport. That's what we're looking for. All right. So we want to make a left-hand turn. We need to be going heading 087.
Coming left 087. Yeah, I also had a hard time taking off. Whoa!
Yeah.
No, it's the weather we're flying into.
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit!
This is what that is.
Hang on, my HSI is stuck.
You are just passing 087.
All right. Well, hang on a second. Hang on. We'll keep flying. But my HSI, my compass. Hang on. My compass. The compass is working, but my HSI compass isn't working. Hang on. Let me see if I can fix it.
It looks like it's working to me on the G1000.
It isn't. Mine is stuck at 148. Hang on.
Oh, well, that's pretty much where we are right now.
No, we're not flying heading 148.
Oh, wait a minute. No, we are at 048.
Right, my HSI is stuck. Let me see if I can fix it.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. And we're going to need to make a right turn in a sec.
Hang on.
Because we should be at 087.
Hang on. I can fix this.
Looks really good from here.
Yeah, you think both of us in the cockpit know what the hell we're doing. All right.
Yes, I got it. I guess Stella.
All right, stand by. All right.
First, I don't know.
Yeah, my HSI's heading is stuck. I'm using the backup compass.
Yeah, I see that. It is essentially pointing us the wrong way. I don't know why that is.
But so your HSI on your Garmin, what heading is it saying? Is it moving?
It's vacillating between 147 and 148.
Okay, so yours is stuck also.
Yeah.
All right, so we're approaching 087. That should be it right here.
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, I need to just
hold this heading because we should be intercepting probably in about 2 minutes.
Okay, cool. All right, we're clean. Altitude. What's your altitude telling you?
Hold on. Altimeter seems to be fine. We're closing in on 6,000.
Okay, cool. So our altimeter is working. What about airspeed?
Airspeed is around 130.
Okay, cool. So that's working. All right. Vertical speed?
Hold on a second. 1,000.
Okay, cool. All right.
1050.
All right. I'm going 100% on the throttle.
All right.
Like I said, we're fully loaded with fuel, so our climb's performance is not going to be good.
Okay.
Our generator on/off switch, is it on?
Probably off. Okay. Avionics master's on. Generator is on.
Oh, what the hell were we doing?
I have no idea. Flying without generators.
We were flying off the battery before, and all of a sudden the airspeed has gone through the roof. And so is our climb performance.
Okay. We got the new airplane blues. Alright. Read the effing manual.
Read the effing manual, exactly. Alright, I gotta come off the throttle so we don't overspeed.
Yeah, this is a good idea.
And I need to trim down. So, based on how this plane is coded, we were flying off the battery.
Basically, yeah.
We were flying off the battery, which is an impossibility. Okay, cool. All right, let's try the autopilot master now, and yep, it works.
Okay, now don't touch anything on the autopilot.
Oh, and guess what? The HSI is working now.
Yeah, I noticed that. So we need to be at 088 still, but if you want to do the autopilot thing, then I will show you how we do that here.
Now, I'll go ahead and fly to altitude. Wow. So, wait a second here. How did we miss turning on the generator in the checklist?
I have no idea because, like I said, it was really skimpy. It literally says turn on the batteries and the avionics. And then it says fuel selected. Well, throttle to 0 position, full down and back. Click the rocker switch. And that's it.
Alright.
After that, it deals with the door seal and the ELT switch, which I already hit that since that's on my side. And then the atmosphere control.
Alright, we're approaching overspeed. I'm giving it. Let me go ahead and come back off the stick. Come back on the stick to gain some altitude.
Wow, is that wind that's blowing us all over the place here?
Hang on a second here. Oh shit! Hang on. Autopilot. I think the autopilot. Oh whoa! The autopilot had a altitude of 10,000 feet already set.
Yeah, because that's when you clicked it on. Alright, there is a way to fix that though, but I am going to need it back on. So if you want to stabilize us in a second here.
Hang on a second. Let me get us at a higher altitude. It's a little bit, the wind's kind of rough.
And that is why they tell you not to turn on the autopilot when you're on the ground.
Yes, that is very weird.
The whole thing is counterintuitive in my opinion, but you know.
Maybe that's the reason why they went bankrupt.
Maybe. Actually, I think this is more to do with the guy who created this particular sim version of the aircraft. I don't think it has anything to do with the company itself. The company probably knew what the hell they were doing. Man, I love the interior of this aircraft. Got some Bose speakers in the back there.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Alright, go ahead and make the altitude 25.
25. Okay.
Alright, there we go. Alright. Go ahead and make our heading 090. There we go. Alright, go ahead and engage.
Do you want to go by GPS or by heading?
Fly the plan.
Okay. GPS steering engage. Entering altitude.
Hold on. Alright. My mouse is like going all over the place here. Okay. Now that I've done it, you'll see it in the video, but I'm going to explain what I did for you and for the viewing audience. Essentially, what I did first was I clicked to select the altitude. And you'll see it put an underline under 25,000. I dialed in 25,000, and then to select it, you got to hit the very center of the big knob, which, when I said that my mouse was kind of slipping, that's what was happening. So
right,
I clicked it, it wasn't registering. But now what that does is it also sets our VS. So right now we're going up at 1,200 feet.
Vertical speed, yeah.
Right. But now it should get us up to 25,000. As long as we're monitoring what our speed is and whatnot. But yeah, if we need to adjust that, there's the rocker switch on the right-hand side that has the down and the up.
Right, for the vertical speed, yeah. That's how I usually, when I use autopilot, I engage vertical speed and set my vertical speed as opposed to using flight level change.
Yeah. And we can pretty much just keep the sucker here from this point on.
Right. Alright, tell you what. Now, you have... apart from controlling the plane, you have access to the virtual cockpit.
Yep.
Go ahead and in the center MFD, go ahead and pull up our flight plan status.
Alright.
See if you can do that. There should be a button there. The one thing I like about these glass cockpit aircraft, once you figure out the Garmin 1000 on one plane, it's the same across the board.
Yep, and I'm loving the G1000.
Yeah, it is awesome. Alright, we're approaching our cruise altitude.
Turn it back on.
Hang on, landing lights off.
Oh,
Taxi lights off.
Tell you that about 10,000 feet.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
We're bad
what
pilots.
am I looking for again?
What'd you say?
What am I looking for again?
Oh, the flight plan. You know how with a traditional flight management computer, you can click on the progress screen and get all sorts of information about your flight?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this should have something in the middle MFD.
Okay, for the flight plan itself, you mean?
Well, you can click here. Click on that. Well,
Because I was going to say, I just had that up.
hang on a second. Oh, there it is. Let me see. Let me check this out here. Right, that's our progress. And
Yeah, 170 nautical miles to
117 to MHZ.
Uh-huh.
I use SimBrief to create this plan. Let me see here. Somewhere in all of this computerized crap, it should have something that tells us our ETA.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, check it out. I'm looking at the external view now, and you are a girl.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I changed mine so that she's a redhead, actually. So.
You are a girl. And
It's off. Right now it's on.
and here is what you was talking about, the checklist.
That's it. Yes, that's what I was looking for. All right, let me take a quick look at that here.
All right. Yeah, you can go ahead and control it.
First thing I don't like, they misspelled brakes. Misspelled brakes.
Hang on. Where is that? I don't see that.
It's the very first thing on the list. Parking brakes set, and they have it spelled B.
Oh, these are the brakes, man. That's one of the things I found when I did the review of this plane. The autopilot controls were different from any regular plane. You gotta use a knob to get what you want, and to enter it, you gotta left click the knob. And in the real world, what you're doing is pressing the knob. You know what I'm saying?
All I'm saying is, I didn't think I would need a PhD to fly this damn thing.
It's not intuitive. It is not intuitive.
It's definitely not intuitive. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's really sweet once you figure it out.
See, what happened was the course, the knob that says course barrel on the pilot MFD. If you mouse over it, where you get the little plus and minus, if you move the mouse scroll wheel down, the course needle moves to the left. You following me?
Yeah, yeah.
But if you move the mouse course wheel, if you move the mouse wheel up, then the heading needle moves to the right.
What?
Go ahead and give it a try. Try it yourself.
I'm not touching anything. Next thing you know, we'll end up in
Okay.
Mississippi.
Look at your MFD again.
Yeah,
Okay, you ready?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm mousing over the course button, which is right under COM. Okay?
Yeah, I got it.
Alright, look at the needle. I'm moving the trim wheel down. You ready?
Uh-huh.
Course needle moving that way.
Okay. Yeah.
Now I'm gonna move the mouse wheel up. Watch the heading bug.
And it's manually turning us.
But the thing is, I'm controlling the heading.
Right.
Now there's a heading thing on the other side. The heading wheel under the nav button on the left side, the heading wheel. You with me?
Yeah, that's a bug.
Right.
Alright, let me see how we're doing on gas and everything here.
Where's the fuel?
Wow.
What the
Did
fuck?
you not add fuel?
Whoa! I put fuel in this thing.
It says we've got 28 gallons remaining. I don't think we're making it to Atlanta on that. Is there an airport nearby?
Hang on a second here. Oh shit, hang on. I filled the tanks. I know I did.
Well, I'm not calling you a liar or anything, but this thing says 28 gallons remaining, and I didn't bring
On your controls, my controls, it's saying fuel calc, pounds remaining 187.
Okay, that's strange. Huh.
Yours is showing 20. What are you looking at?
I'm looking at the center control here, where the fuel is listed. It has like all the engine.
All right, so let me go ahead and read what I see on mine. Okay.
Right.
Oil PSI 126, temperature minus 29. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Fuel flow pounds per hour 290. Lewis Gordon just came online. Pressure PSI 16. Quantity left in pounds 90. Quantity right in pounds 96. Fuel calculations: pounds remaining 183. Pounds used 299. That's not right.
Well, there's definitely something not right.
Endurance 38. Range nautical miles 110. That's not right. I know I filled this up. What is yours saying?
Okay. We were looking at the wrong thing, because while you were reading all of that, I was looking at the actual fuel gauge underneath that.
Okay, where's the fuel gauge?
Look right.
Oh.
See the thing with the engine, the N1, the N2.
Right. Well, that's showing gallons.
F flow and F rem, which is fuel remaining.
Right. Yes. Yes.
What does yours say?
It says fuel left 13 gallons, fuel right 14 gallons, fuel total 27 gallons.
27. Okay. So I'm not imagining things. We're about to run out of gas.
Oh, so that's the airspace right up there? Oh, okay, cool. So all we have to do is come left to about a heading of 040. All right, you can go ahead and do that.
Hold on. I'm looking to see if I can see the airport from the outside. Yeah, we're passing over the first airport now. The second airport is considerably larger. I suggest that's the one that we come in on.
And it's to the left, right?
It is currently to our right.
Oh.
There's a lake to the left, a very large lake, kind of looks like almost like a L-shaped lake.
Yes, I see it. We're over it now. Well, we're about to fly over it right now.
Yeah, we're getting kind of close there, so I don't know if we want to do a spiral descent, maybe.
No. What's the airport that's up ahead?
The one that we're trying to land at?
Oh, okay, and it's to the right.
Yeah, both of the airports are to the right, but there's one that we're about to fly over right now.
No.
That is not the one that we want.
No. This is a macrojet. We can land this just about anywhere.
Well, if you want to bring it down on I-4, that works too.
Alright, so the airspace that's to the right, I can see that.
Yeah.
That's about heading 130. Alright, go ahead and down at 130.
Alright, we're still using the autopilot?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so we want 130.
We're flying over the airport. How do you know this?
Because I'm the outside view.
Oh. No, we're flying over a lake. Hang on.
Oh, is this one of those cases where what you have is different from what I have?
No, you're right. We're flying over the airport.
Okay.
How come I'm not seeing it on the map, though?
It's there. It's definitely there. I'll even take a screenshot for you.
Hang on. There's got to be something on the map that shows clear. Hang on. Ah, here it is. Nearest. KJAN. Ah, there we go.
Yep.
Okay, that's showing the map, but now I can't. It's not showing us on the plane, or it's not showing the plane on the map.
Well, you should still see it in the inset.
Oh, okay. Yeah. There we go. All right. Well, we just went over it. Come off the gas. Let's do a 180.
All right. Do you want to turn off the autopilot?
No. Keep the autopilot on. Just go ahead. Give me heading of 310.
Okay. Stand by. 310, aye, sir.
You're doing a GPS. Now we're coming. Hang on. We're at 11,000 feet and we're approaching the airport. It's off to our right.
It is currently off to our left.
Left? Hang on. Is that it? I see a runway. That's not it. We must still be on top of it.
We're almost on top of it. We're heading back into the airspace.
Okay, cool. Alright.
Looks like there's parallel runways. I guess we just gotta pick which one we want to land in.
Alright, the winds are coming from 180. Go ahead and dial in 5,000.
Okay. Oh, we're at altitude. Okay. Alright.
Runways are 16 and 34. So we'll be landing directly into the wind. Runway
Okay,
16 and 34.
Alright, so then that's what we're looking for then.
Alright, and we're heading...
Yep.
Okay, so all we have to do is just do a 180.
Right.
So we're perfectly set up as it is. Okay,
So,
cool.
my suggestion would be take it down to the end of that ILS feather and then do a UE.
That's correct. And I'm setting it up in the Garmin one right now.
On the landing lights.
Yes, landing lights on.
Landing lights are on. On the taxi lights while we're at it.
Airport
Taxi lights is that weird beep sound.
Airport elevation is 300 feet. All right. All right. At this point, you can go ahead and kill the autopilot. I'll bring it in by hand.
Is that right?
Yeah. For shits and giggles, you can go ahead and dial in the ILS. It's 110.5.
Ah, you know, that is a good idea. I didn't think of that. Alright. What was it?
110.5 for the ILS, runway 16 left.
Okay.
Alright, we're leveling off at 5,000.
Yep.
I'll go ahead and kill the autopilot now.
Okay.
Alright, I have it by hand. Alright. Coming left.
Selected altitude.
Alright, I am trying to find the mouse over spot to actually change the nav, but I'm not finding this.
Here, I'll do it.
That is so strange, because I know it's usually like a touchscreen type of thing,
shit.
but it's not working.
Where are you dialing in the numbers?
That's exactly my point. Normally it's in the upper left-hand corner where it says nav 1, nav 2.
Well, I can toggle the numbers back and forth. Oh, it's the nav button. Use the nav button. It's right above the heading.
Okay. Alright, there we go. Nav freak down. You said 110 what?
110.5. Oh, shit. Way too high.
Alright, this is all you.
Yeah. Gear down.
Okay, 110.5 and switch it to active.
Alright, I got the ILS.
How are we doing on flaps?
No flaps yet. Flap, give me one notch.
1 notch flaps coming.
Alright, let me go ahead and correct our approach for this runway.
Make sure I got that.
Alright.
Yep, flaps 20 degrees. Okay. Which one are you picking, left or right?
Left. 16 left.
And we are getting kind of close to stall speed there.
What is the stall speed with flaps 1?
About 85.
Yeah, we're good. I'm gonna break my bad habit of coming in too high. So.
Okay. I was gonna ask if you were gonna do that.
Nah, not gonna do that again. All right, above the glide scope. So now, which one is the one is the localizer, one's the glide scope. The localizer is the one that shows whether you're too high or too low, right?
Localizer is left or right.
Left or right. Okay, I'm intercepting the localizer. So I'm coming left.
Yep, and I see the needle moving on our MFD.
Yep, we're good. And I'm still above the glide scope. Is it glide scope or glide
slope?
Slope?
Yeah.
Right. But this is a macrojet, so we can get away with such shenanigans.
Well, from what I'm seeing here, we are actually below the glide slope, but we are almost lined up on the localizer. I'm actually looking at the PFD here.
Now I'm looking at my my MFD, the little yellow dot. I'm intercepting the glide slope now. It was below us.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like we're just about lined up now, so.
Right, and the wind's kind of blowing me around. All right.
All right, I'm gonna go to an outside camera here.
Shit, I'm getting off course here. Give me full flaps.
Flap side. All right, flaps are coming down. You should have full flaps now.
All right, what's the touchdown speed of this thing?
Hold on. I actually have to click off of this thing to find it. What the hell? Why aren't there any statistics on here?
That's all right. It's
Don't sink.
Oh crap.
Does not say.
The wind's not being nice to me.
Well, if you line up a little to the left, I'm looking outside right now, so yeah, you're looking pretty good. Just hold it right there. Right there. Looking sweet, looking sweet. Oh, you got this, man. You got this. It's all you.
So let me ask you something. Are we going to compile all this defects for the makers of this plane?
Only if you really, really want to. I'd rather just fix it myself. And flare.
It's a carbon fiber jet.
Oh yeah, you probably don't want to flare that. Feel free to drop her. There you go. It's a little bit of a bounce, but that's good. And there are no speed brakes or reverse thrusters.
Yeah, no speed brakes or reverse thrusters. This thing, like I said, is very, very light. So.
Alright, well I'm in an external view right now, and I'm scanning the airport to see if we have any gas pumps nearby that we can pull up in front of. That is probably the only way to be able to get refueled. I think if you use the radio command to summon a tanker truck or whatever, it's
none of that shit works in multiplayer. I can get off right here. Look and see if you can see a fuel pump somewhere.
Yes, what I'm currently doing. Let's go to the other side of that airport terminal there. One good thing about us both having default airports for Jackson is it should be in the exact same spot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I definitely do not have this airport. I'm looking at FSX default here.
So where would the fuel pump be? To the right or down there by that tank?
Keep going forward a second here, and that is really the million-dollar question, because basically FSX, the devs were on crack when they designed this game. So where they place the fuel pump and where it's probably supposed to be are two completely different things. But I'm going to try a hunch here, and at that fork we're going to go left.
I think it might be down there.
Yeah. Yeah, I can almost see something that looks like it could be it. And of course, needless to say, I'm in the exterior view right now, zoomed out, so everything is considerably smaller.
Can you refuel in multiplayer like this?
To be able to, all you gotta do is park on the spot.
Oh, I didn't know that.
In fact, it should be an instantaneous thing. It doesn't actually pop up any menus or anything like that.
Yeah, well, what I've noticed is in most planes, the needles just slowly moves up. I think that's a fuel pump right there.
Yeah, that is it. Okay, so my hunch was correct.
All right, so
I'm going to go ahead and pull the flaps up.
All right, so you want to go ahead and top off? You want to go ahead and resume? I mean, it's less than an hour flight from here.
Absolutely, absolutely. Worst case scenario, we can make this a two-parter.
There you go. All right.
Should I ask them to wash the windows as well?
All right. Step on brakes.
Okay, there should be a parking spot right close to it. Make sure you are on the T.
Oh, is that how it works? I thought you just had to pull up close to it.
Well, there's actually a trigger for it, so usually they put the trigger right where the T is.
Okay, so where is it?
Okay, go to where you see the little roof on the thing there?
Yeah.
Just go to the left like you're going through a drive-thru. That's the easiest way to explain it.
Oh, I see the T. All right, so I need to pull up my nose to it.
Right.
All right.
I mean, it doesn't matter which direction you're facing.
All right, really, but I don't want my wings to crash into it, so.
This is true. This is true. Wow, this thing got like some crazy shock absorbers there. Luckily, pushback does work in multiplayer, so if we need to, we can use that. Okay, while you are doing that, I am going to look at our fuel gauge and confirm that it is in fact going up. Absolutely. Fuel remaining, 200 gallons.
Alright, so we filled up with gas now?
We are filled with gas, yes.
Alright, good. Let's wrap this up. Alright, shift P. Push back. We're gonna have to taxi to the other end of the runway and take off.
Okay.
Otherwise, we're taking off into the wind, and in this jet, that ain't gonna happen. Not with the 24 knot wind.
You think?
All right, cool. Let me cut another track.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing. I'm